Right, so catch up video 2. I might as well sit here and get them done. Or Ramsgate, sorry. I went to Ramsgate this summer. Tried out their little bowl as well. So you get off the train and you can walk around, and there's this little alleyway that leads to this. It looks like a field that whenever they were building the area, they hadn't quite bought the right amount of land, bought the right amount of land for this, like, I think it's the post office sort of depot area, but it could also just be some other industrial sort of section of work. In one corner you've got some houses along one side and then some houses along the front. You know, they just haven't used that pitch of land, so it's been turned into a bit of a cut through parks, picnic area sort of thing. You can tell that the park that the bowl is built on, or built in I should say, because it goes into the ground, must have been like a tennis court or a football, like concrete football pitch, with all just from the marks and the way it's designed and laid out. But yeah, this is a very nice, again, sort of figure 8 bowl with a more verty end at one end and a more shallower sort of mini ramp-esque sort of design at the other. Now, I didn't do very good. I was having a bad day with it. Not a bad day, I was having a lovely day. It was nice to be out in Ramsgate and trying this new part, but I was just skating poorly. Not been here before, not used this park particularly. It's an interesting bowl. I've seen like Tay and Tim and Charles, not alright, was it Charles? Chris? Somebody with a CH in their name has ridden it a few times, and plenty of others. And it looks more daunting and bigger and more interesting in photos and online than it does in person. But I could easily just be, you know, looking at sleeping lions, and actually this is really whippy and there's a lot of graffiti on it, and if there's any glossy paint it's going to be really slidey. But it looks quite nice. Nice little bowl. I like the sides as well. I might try and do some like burts on them. The concrete on the ground's a bit gravelly, which I don't think it's going to go very nicely with my wheels, because they're mid-soft or mid-hard I should say. So they're not going to tear up, but they're also not going to do too greatly with it. 2 or 3 goes around just to get the feel of the bowl. You know, feel of the concrete and feel of where the turns and things were. And then because it's a slightly bigger, I don't think it's bigger than, or the shallow end I don't think is bigger particularly than the shallow end at like Palace or something. I gave axle stalls on it a go, as I'd just been getting them down a bit better at Skater Room, getting them down a bit more consistently and a bit nicer, and I just wasn't getting it. I was missing the sort of apex of the turn. I was not getting my weight in the right place. Didn't fall, didn't like stack it in or anything, but it kept going to feeble or just clipping out and rolling away. So did that for a little bit, and then I thought I'd go work on some just, you know, bank tricks, because there was a bit where the concrete was a bit smoother at one end of the, so you've got the bowl, it's a bowl, you've got the bowl here, it lips down onto the ground a bit and then levels out over here. One end is all, you know, that rough tarmac sort of gravity sort of placed over, just rips the tyres, rips the wheels up over time. And then it's just nice smoother, it's still a bit lumpy but it's smoother of the two, and that leads on to sort of the bank part of the deeper end of the ramp. So I gave that a go. I gave, you know, doing some little bank tricks on there. It sort of curbs up around the edge of the bowl a bit, just again I think where they've built up and then laid down, it's just left a little ring around the top. So I had some little slash bars on there, little sort of plant the board on, stop and back in. But this was before heading off to the Airbnb I was staying at, which had a ramp in its garden, which is in a different video, which I think I still need to do the intro and outro for, so that'll be from my car as well. But yeah, that was quite a nice little park. There's definitely better skaters than me, so in this video, if you just want to know about the park, there it is, that's what I think of it. If you want to carry on watching, that's nice, keep doing so. But if you do want to go watch people who like properly know how to do it, look at some of the locals, a bit like Tim, Chester, that was the guy I was thinking of. Chester, look at them and what they do on that sort of thing, and it's far better, far more interesting. But yeah, it was a nice park. Got to have a few laps around. I did mean to go back to it that week, but when you've got the skate park, you've got Revolution, a bus ride away, you've got F51, a train ride away. I had a photo shoot, which is in a previous video, and you just saw how terrible that went with a skater. That was it. It was fun. We were doing well, and then that just went to pot. That was a terrible shoot. Worst shoot I've ever done, and not because the talent was bad. Just a bad day. But it was nice to shoot and things, and the bowl was nice. But I got distracted by other things and went and did that instead. But yeah, thanks for listening. Definitely go check it out if you're in the Ramsgate area and you're looking to skate something. It's definitely worth having a look at. And I will catch you in the next video. Too wide on that. This board's definitely dying. But I've battered the end in. I've started to pop the nose side a bit. That started to go.